Hi friends, today we are about to do another Yin Yoga practice. Yin Yoga is very slow and you hold in positions for longer periods of time, about 2 to 7 minutes. So sit comfortably, either with your legs crossed or on your knees. All I ask from you is to have your spine upright so that you have full access to the breathing and the capacity of your lungs and belly. Okay, perfect. So first we are going to start today's practice with mindful breathing. We will use so-called Ujjayi breath, which means you will do a little humming sound at the exhale, like so. I want you to focus your attention on how you breathe at first and observe. I don't want you to control it yet. I just want you to notice if you breathe a bit more to the top of your lungs or into your ribs and belly. Okay, perfect. So just watch that and breathe. Okay, you might notice that with each breath you are getting a little deeper. So now that you're dead, I want you to focus on getting the air first into your belly and lumbar spine, and focus on activating the pelvic floor as well. Then continue with the breath into your ribs and chest, and lastly the clavicles. Perfect. And we are going to do the opposite wave, from your clavicles to your chest, to your ribs and to your belly, and breathe like this a few times, controllably or with control. Okay, so start to feel how the breath is getting longer and deeper, but so does the inhale. Perfect. They should be about the same length. Okay, perfect. Now we are going to start with our first Yin Yoga position today. We are going to sit with our legs crossed, if you're already not. So I want you to put your left hand next to your body at the hip level and get really dull in your spine, as if there is a string pulling you up, 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 up. And now lift your right hand and bend to the left side. I don't want you to collapse in your spine. I still want you to be really dull in it, okay? So your shoulder will drop away from your ear. Basically you are trying to pull the scapula down. Now you do not want to be falling forward, more like you want to open the chest. So tilt a little, like so. Breathe into the place you feel the most tension in, because this is the place that we really want to release. That we really want to release. And just keep there. It is very possible that with your inhale, you will get a little bit more up, and with your exhale, you will get a little bit more down. It's more about the feeling than the movement, really. I don't want you to do it forcefully. I want it to happen absolutely naturally. You don't want to get the body into a position where it is uncomfortable. I really want you to do it with the intention that your body will release where it needs it and at the time it needs it. Okay. I don't want anything in this session to feel forced. I want you to really allow your body to tell you where it is able to go. So I want you to listen to it. I don't want you to push. I want you to just fall into the position basically, but still keep your spine straight, really braced even if you want to. Just don't want you really to push it with force. Perfect. Now we are going to release, and we are going to do the same thing on the other side, okay? So I want you to release and get your right hand next to your body and get your left hand up. Really, I want you to first straighten the spine, okay, before you just bend into the right side. Perfect. And again, as I said before, we're going to open the chest. So I want you to just tilt, really, just slightly. Don't forget to have your shoulder away from the ear. And again, feel your breath and feel where you need the expansion the most, and breathe specifically there, okay? It will really help you to release the tissue. Perfect. You're doing just great. You're doing just great. I just want you to bear with me for a little while. It will be about the same time that we spent on the other side. Great. By the way, both the sides can feel a little different because we tend to use the body differently on both the sides. So do not worry about being lower on one side or the other, okay? Just really follow the natural rhythm of your body. Great. Hold and breathe. release. Let's switch to all fours position. We are going to do gentle movements, but first let's get the position right. So palms are going to be directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and I want you to push with your feet and your shin to the ground, and with your palms as well. Push even into the tip of your fingers. So the spine should be at this point straight and you shouldn't be collapsing. Okay, perfect. It really should be very, very straight in one line. Perfect. Let's add movement. All movement will be coming from your pelvis. Start to tuck your pelvis and let the spine naturally follow and get round. Perfect. Now start to lift with the pelvis and let the spine again follow into arch. Great. And with tucking your pelvis, exhale, and with every arching your back, inhale. Okay? So let's do this about 5 more times. I want you to do this movement slow and with control. Really control that the movement is coming from your pelvis, okay? Your spine will be thanking you for that. Now we will add some little more movement. So we are going to move to side like a circle and to the other as well. Move the spine and body as you wish. Get really silly. It does not matter how you look at this point. Like, look at me, I'm doing it publicly on the internet and I don't even care. So really get silly in the warmth of your own home. And now let's do it to the other side. Do everything that feels comfortable. That's great. And that's great. You know, the spine doesn't really move to many directions, or it does not move fully when we work usually, especially if you do office work. So this is really great to just get the movement into the body. You can stop now. Now we are going to transition to my favorite pose, which is puppy pose. I especially love it because it stretches my back so good. Okay, let's get into our all fours position. Arms extended, forearms on the ground. And I want you to have your pelvis up and let the chest fall to the ground. If you feel like you need deeper stretch, you can even put your chin on the ground and hold it. I don't want you to force, okay? Anything, I don't want you to force your chest to get to the ground. It is definitely the point of this exercise, but everything takes time. And if you are going to force it, the body will not release as much as it normally would. So just really don't put any stress on your body. I will say it like that. Don't put any other stress on your body. It has enough stress, and these exercises help you to really release this stress. And it's crucial. It's really crucial to just get the tension out of your body, and so that it feels relaxed, so that it helps your mind even to feel relaxed. Don't forget to breathe really deep, deep breaths. You can continue with the Ujjayi breath if that is what suits you. If it's something you do not like, then definitely don't do it. But don't stop breathing. Perfect. It can be really challenging at some point. So if you feel like you really had enough and you need to release the position, just release it for a few seconds and see if you can go back. Yoga can be really a terrible play between your body and your ego and your determination and will, of course. If you feel like you are in a sharp pain, definitely release the position. If you feel like it is the pain that can be released with time, then try to hold in the position as long as you can. Okay? Great. Great. Okay, and we can release now. We can release now. You are doing awesome. Now take a pillow or a blanket or even some kind of piece of cloth and put it under your pelvic floor. I want you to sit on it so that you are a little bit more up. Get really straight in the spine. Again, as if there is string that is pulling you up. You are going to spread your legs as wide as you can. Your feet will be flexed and you will keep them like that for the whole time. It can be really hard to focus on it all the time, but even this can be, for some people, even me, it can be really really challenging at this point. So if you need, you can just put a little bending in your knees. Okay, just bend your knees a little and you can stay there if that's enough for you. You really should feel the stretch on the inner side of your thighs. And if you feel like you want to go farther, we are going to bend. I want you to keep your spine as straight as possible. You are not going to bend in your back. You are going to bend in your hips. You are going to bend in your hips. It is much harder and much more uncomfortable. It can be even really hard on the upper back to just keep still for the whole time. But really try to bear with me right there. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Breathe into the place where you feel the most tension in. Of course, you are not physically able to breathe into your thighs, okay? But you can really focus. You can really imagine, use your imagination and send the breath into your hips, your back, your thighs, wherever you need at this point. And really hold there. Awesome, and breathe, 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 breathe. This is again really good if you sit a lot. It's really good if you sit a lot. I can recommend it from my own experience. Perfect. Okay, if you need, again, you can release the position and if you don't, just stay there a little while with me. Perfectly great. So thank you very much for the patience with yourself, and we can release the position. Awesome, awesome. And now we are going to do just a simple and final pose, which is the Shavasana pose, where you basically lie on your back and release all the tension from your body. You can even adjust the position if you want to. You can put a pillow below your knees, or you can just simply lie on the ground. The pillow is especially good if you have problems with your lumbar spine. So I just want you to lie on the ground and stop focusing on your breath, or stop controlling your breath, but focus on how you breathe again. I want you to be present in this moment, and I want you to not let your body or mind drift away. I really want you to be present. I don't want you to go into the things that might happen today or yesterday or in your childhood. I really want you to be present in this moment and focus on the surroundings that you have next to you. Unless it's your dog clicking your face, of course, that might be a little distracting, that you might want to drift away a little. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to release our feet. We are going to release the tension in our ankles, in our shins, calves, knees, under the knees, in your thighs, belly, your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine, your back, chest, shoulders, your arms, palms, fingertips. I want you to release the tension in your neck, and especially in your face. Your facial muscles usually tend to hold the most tension. So I really want you to focus on relaxing your face muscles around your eyes, around your mouth. The chin will drop. The chin will drop involuntarily down. And I just want you to listen to my voice, and with each uncontrolled exhale, your body will get a little deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Take this as a form of meditation. you're in presence and don't think about anything. Now I want you to start to move a little, just to add a little movement. You can even do the morning stretch that you do after you wake up. It's up to you. I just want you to fall to a side, like if you're sleeping like a baby. Perfect. And lift yourself up into a seating position. I want you to put your hands into prayer and put your hands on your forehead for pure thoughts, on your mouth for pure words, and on your heart for pure actions. Thank you very much for attending this lesson. Hopefully you found it useful. It was really short, but I think it has all the things necessary in it. So thank you for attending it, and I wish you a wonderful day or night whenever you are doing this practice. Okay.